When I was young, I wish I had someone wise and smart to help me make some of the more important decisions in my life. I don't mean the day-to-day decisions. I mean the really important decisions that shape your life. I didn't have that person. There was no wise old man. But for you, I am that wise old man. I will help you understand what are the really important decisions in life and how to make those decisions. You're going to learn a lot of things that you never dreamed of. You'll be able to make decisions in life that make you happy and successful. And I'm going to teach you everything you'll need to know about money. Now, money's not the most important thing in life, but it is important. My name's Andrew. I'm 55 years old, I'm successful, and I'm happy. You might ask, why should you listen to me? Well, I live and work in Asia, and each year I help thousands of Asian children. I couldn't do any of this if I hadn't been successful in my own life. I remember back to when I was working in Australia. I did it the hard way. I had to learn everything about money by myself. There was no wise old man to help me. I believe everyone has the potential to be successful. And the more successful people can be, the more they can help others, the more they can make the world a better place. And this is why I want to help. If you remember back to when you went to school, nobody ever taught you how to make money. Nobody. They teach you maths and English, science, economics and accounting, but they never ever taught you how to make money, how money is created, how to educate yourself about money. Yet, this is one of the more important things in your life. Your education about money is what will determine how successful you are in life. It's that simple. And if you don't put in the time to educate yourself, you simply will not be successful with money. Now, the very first thing I want you to understand about money is that money is in and out. Money is not just for saving and hoarding. Money is not just for spending. Money is to lubricate your life, to make your life better. This is a concept that many young people simply don't understand. Once you understand how to use money, how to let it flow in and out of your life, money becomes your friend. Money makes your life much, much better, makes your life much, much happier. Now, before we go any further, I'd like you to do a quick assessment on your beliefs about money. I'm going to read out 5 statements, and I want you to think about whether you believe these statements to be true or false in your life. Okay, the first statement. There is virtue in being poor. That is to say, if you're really poor, it actually makes you a better person, makes your life more wholesome or more spiritual. Think about whether you believe that to be true or false in your life. The second statement. Very rich people are often corrupt or dishonest. Think about whether you believe that to be true or false. Third statement. There are no good opportunities to make a lot of money in the world right now. Because of COVID or because of the world economic situation, it's really difficult to make a lot of money right now. Think about whether you believe that to be true or false. The fourth statement. It's very hard to make a lot of money. And finally, fifth statement. You should save everything that you can. Think about whether that's true or false in your life. Now, what I say now may surprise you, but unless you answered false to every one of these statements, you have a lot of learning to do. You are a long way behind where you need to be in order to become successful. So I'm going to go through each of these statements one by one and explain to you. There is virtue in being poor. That is absolute bullshit. Being poor does not make you a better person. It just makes your life miserable, difficult, hard to get ahead, hard to support a family. There is nothing good about being poor. Nothing at all. Second statement. Really, really rich people are often corrupt or dishonest. There's a lot of very, very wealthy people who are rich because they understand money and they are really good at business. Because of the reasons I've told you, they have educated themselves about money. Sure, there's some dishonest and corrupt people out there, but a majority of rich people are rich because they understand money and they've educated themselves. Third statement. Right now, there's not a good opportunity to make a lot of money. Your success cannot be determined by the world economy or COVID or whatever is happening in the world. Your success can only be determined by you. Now, most people let outside problems determine their success. But once you educate yourself, the only person that can determine your success will be you. There's lots and lots of good opportunities. And throughout COVID, thousands and thousands of people have become incredibly wealthy because they've seen the opportunities that became available to them. Statement 4. Making a lot of money is very difficult. Many young people say it's almost impossible, and that's simply because they're not educated about money. They don't understand money. Making a lot of money can be difficult, but it can be much, much easier if you educate yourself about money. Statement 5. You should save as much money as you can. That is absolute hogwash. You should save some money, but as I said before, money is in and out of your life. Some money is for saving, some money is for spending, some money is for investing. The way it flows through your life will determine your success. So you don't have to save every cent that comes in the door. You can use some of it to save, you can use some of it to enjoy life, you can use some of it to invest. Now, in order for you to envisage where you want to be in the future, it's really, really important that you understand where you are now. And that's why I read out to you those 5 statements. A lot of people have beliefs about money that simply aren't true. They may seem true to you, but in context of what a rich person will think about, they're simply not true. So how do you start learning what rich people know? I want you to imagine for the next 2 months, you could sit down for 30 minutes a night with 50 of the most successful people in the world. Imagine how prosperous you could be if you could do this. Imagine how much you would learn being with these amazing minds. Well, you can't physically sit down with these people, but you can learn exactly what they have to offer. You can learn this through books, through videos, and through documentaries. Now, this is what I want you to do. 4 nights a week, I want you to learn about money for just 30 minutes, 4 nights a week. The reason we don't do it every night is most people can't keep to that schedule. They have things in their life they need to do, but by committing to 4 nights a week, it's relatively easy for you to commit to your education about money. Imagine if you do this just for 1 year, how far advanced you will be in your knowledge of money compared to today. I want you to understand this will take some time and effort. But 30 minutes 4 times a week is not a lot of time, but the difference this will make in your ability to think about money and opportunities will be immeasurable. It will make an enormous difference in your life. Now, the very first book that I want you to read is a very famous book. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book looks at the psychology of why some people can be successful quite easily in their life and some people can never be successful. You're going to have to read this book 3 times. Too many people read a book on money and think they're an expert, but that hasn't changed the way you think. It will start you thinking that way, but it hasn't changed the way you think. You'll need to read this book 3 times, and each time you read it, you're going to learn more and more about money. So after you've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad 3 times, I want you to find a second book from a well-published author. And I want you to read that book 3 times. Now, the next thing I want you to do is read a video series. It's on YouTube. It's called The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. This looks at the entire history of money, and the things you're going to learn from this will boggle your mind. You will be stunned at how much you didn't know about money. Now, with your first 2 books in this video series, you don't have to do them in order. You can have a night or 2 where you watch the video series and then you can go back to your books. The key is you get in the habit of 4 nights a week doing just 30 minutes. Imagine a year from now, your view of money will be almost opposite of what you have now. Now, the videos and documentaries and books that you're going to use to enhance your learning, that's ongoing learning. And over time, that will change the way you think. You'll be a different person when you think about money in the future. But there's one thing you need to start today, and that's saving. Now, I said in my 5th statement, you should save as much as you can all the time. That's simply false. It's just not realistic. But you should save something every month. This will start a habit that will stay for your whole life of accumulating wealth. So say you have $1,000 disposable income every month. You're not going to try and save $500 or $600 a month. It's just not realistic. What you need to do is save $50 or $100. You save it this month, you save it next month. You never miss and you never ever touch it. Now, at the end of 12 months, you may have about $1,000 in your account. It's certainly not nothing, and it's probably $1,000 more than you might have otherwise if you didn't start saving. But it's much more than that. What this $1,000 will represent is the change in the way you think about money. You have now adopted a habit that puts you on the path to success. Now, as you learn more and more about money, your ability to save will also increase. For example, in the first year, you might save $1,000. Maybe in the second year, you'll save $2,000. And in the third year, you might save $5,000. Your ability to save will increase as you learn more and more about money. What this also does is help you understand the in and out of money. Some of the money that comes into your life goes into saving, but some of the money that comes in goes into your entertainment. Some of the money that comes in goes to making your life better in other ways. Money is in and out, and by saving and by allocating money to different parts of your life, you have this flow of money that will start to make your life better and happier. I created this video so that you can start on the road to success. I believe many young people can be successful if they dedicate a portion of their life to educating themselves about money. In my next video, I'm going to show you how money is created and different forms of money that you can use in future investments. This will further enhance your ability to become successful in the future.